At 7:23 a.m. on June 18th, 1944, Sergeant Jacob Mertens positioned himself at the third-story opening of a partially demolished farmhouse near Cartown, France. Through his AR-98K optic, he observed an American heavy weapons emplacement 200 yards distant. The MG-42 had claimed 6 of his soldiers in the previous 60 minutes. Within the next 40 seconds, his life would end, not from that mounted gun, from a location he hadn't considered checking. 3 miles westward, Technical Sergeant Raymond Ray Kozlowski remained completely motionless within a grain tower, not adjacent to it, contained within it. He'd occupied that space for 11 hours. No sustenance, no hydration, a container for bodily functions. His Springfield M1903 A4 lay supported on a sandbag. He'd hauled it up a corroded ladder in complete darkness. Through an opening he'd fashioned with metal cutters, he possessed visibility across the entire German fortified boundary. 37 emplacements, 14 commanders identified by rank marking. Corporal James Devlin perished at 11:40 a.m., directing his unit across an exposed area. Single discharge, center torso. Devlin was Ray's quarters companion in England. They participated in card games nightly for 3 months. Devlin never perceived what struck him. Ray searched again, couldn't locate the shooter. By June 14th, the 82nd had sacrificed 11 personnel to precision fire. Not bombardment, not automatic weapons. Calculated rifle discharges from invisible locations. The Germans possessed elevation advantage. They were discharging from church spires, barn upper levels, water structures. American methodology stated neutralize with artillery. Progress with ground forces, but artillery was required elsewhere. Armored vehicles couldn't elevate. Ground forces couldn't observe the shooters. Lieutenant Marcus Freeman, the commander coordinating sniper units, was terminated on June 15th. Single discharge 3:20 p.m. Ray was 50 yards distant when it occurred. Witness Freeman's skull snap. I'm not dispatching anyone to recover your remains. Comprehended, sir. One additional matter. You eliminate a commander, they'll pursue you. You eliminate multiple commanders, they'll devastate this countryside searching for you. Ray acknowledged. Permit them to search. June 17th, 1944. 9:45 p.m. Ray assembled his equipment in darkness. Springfield M1903 A4 with unertl optic. 200 rounds of M2 armor-piercing ammunition. For canteens, 6 deer ration chocolate bars, 1 container, 2 wool coverings, 50 feet of cord metal cutters, a compact folding excavation tool, binoculars, and a notebook with pencil. He traversed through Allied positions at 11:20 p.m., informed the sentries he was on a reconnaissance. They didn't challenge it. Sharpshooters operated autonomously. Ray traveled northwest, circumvented roads, utilized hedges for concealment. German patrols were operational. He detected voices twice. Remained frozen, they proceeded. The tower was 3.5 miles from American positions. Ray observed him. The sergeant transported a chart case, traveled with intention, entered a different structure, headquarters operation. Still not the principal objective, but worth documenting. At 7:19 a.m., Lieutenant Klaus Becker exited the church. Ray knew him by reputation. Assertive, competent, accountable for at least 6 American deaths. Becker wore his commander's cap, transported binoculars. He traveled into the vulnerable, scanned the American positions, elevated his binoculars, analyzed something. Ray's reticle position on Becker's torso. Range 820 yards. Wind 3 to 5 miles per hour left to right. Trajectory 40 degrees downward. Ray modified his point of aim. For inches right, 2 inches elevated. He regulated his respiration. In, out, halfway. Maintain. His finger contacted the trigger. Applied pressure. The Springfield discharged. The discharge resonated inside the tower like artillery. Ray's ears rang. He didn't care. Through the optic, he witnessed Becker fold. Tage. Bader descended. The attack faltered and soldiers retreated. 7 eliminations. One day, Ray's knees screamed. His dorsal throbbed. His vision burned from optic strain. He drank hydration, consumed another deration bar. The container emitted odors. He disregarded it. The sun was descending. Darkness would bring relief. He'd rest tonight, resume tomorrow. At 8:34 p.m., Ray permitted himself to recline backward. The concrete barrier was frigid against his spine. He closed his vision, listened. Distant artillery, small arms discharge. The Americans were advancing. The Germans were retreating. Command dysfunction was observable even from 3 miles distant. Commanders deceased, sergeants directing, systematization failing. Ray contemplated Eddie, about Devlin, about Freeman, about the 11 others. He'd avenged them 7 times over, but he wasn't finished. Tomorrow would bring additional objectives, additional opportunities, additional eliminations. The Germans still control Corentin. The 82nd still wreck. Wehrmacht's operational effectiveness degraded, not from American firepower, from American endurance, from agricultural workers who comprehended elevation advantage and agriculture superior than generals comprehended operations. On July 18th, American intelligence intercepted a German radio transmission. The translation read, American sharpshooters operating from agricultural structures, possibly grain containment, advise extreme caution within 2 kilometers of towers. The intelligence commander who read it was confused. Grain containment? He filed a report. Didn't distribute it. The innovation distributed. Sharpshooters shared techniques. How to send quietly. How to expand ventilation openings. How to manage bodily waste. How to remain hydrated. How to compute trajectories. No formal documentation. No engineering approval. Just whispered discussions between individuals who matured rural and comprehended that farms were more than scenery. By August, calculations suggested 40 American char.